G'day world, Korum E here. Today I'm at Ride on E off-road e-bike hire. Well, I call it off-road e-bike hire, but we actually have a lot of urban e-bikes for hire as well and for sale. Check out the website www.rideone.com.au. But not what I'm making a video about today. Actually doing a little bit of maintenance on one of our hero off-road bikes. The Specialized Turbo Levo Expert. It's a thing of beauty. And we hire this bad boy out for off-road use. But as any of you off-road e-bike riders will know, is the bush can be a bit harsh on the bike, and you can see a bit of damage here already. A few strike points from, I think we had a chain snap a few weeks back, and that's made a few marks here. And there's a lot of just debris and rocks and sticks and everything come up and hit the bike. And of course, if you come off, it can do a bit of damage as well. So what I'm sharing with you is a little hack that we use to protect the bikes with some Frame Armour. You can get this stuff. It's called crystal clear Gorilla Tape, and it's thick clear tape. And you can see we've actually applied it already here. Let's come in close. In bands on the subframe here. And the reason we do it in bands is, well, it's kind of a bit easier to get over the frame in bands rather than doing a long piece. But if one takes a piece of damage, you can just peel that band off, clean the glue away with wax and grease remover, and then refit another piece on that band without having to strip away the whole piece. We've actually re-armored this one as well. I've just redone these because the old protection was quite battered from this incident and others. It was all scraped up and the bike was looking a bit ratty. And we don't like the bike to look ratty when we hire it out. We like it to look beautiful like this. There's old Frame Armour on here. You can see we've got it applied. God, it has trouble focusing on this bright color, hey? We can see it's applied here. It's got a couple of nicks. And then I've just redone this one over here. I've got a little bubble or two. There's actually a couple of nicks in the paint there where the bubbles are sitting up. But all in all, at a glance from a distance, you don't really see the tape very much. It's quite thick. It's probably about 1/3 of a millimeter thick, which is pretty good for tape. And you could double it up and layer it up if you wanted to. But we find the single layer does a really good job of, you can just see it bears the brunt of an impact there. And the tape marks and scratches, but it protects, see this little bit here, it's protected the paint underneath pretty well. It's just taken a chunk out of the tape. So I really should peel that one off and redo it as well. But as you can see there, it actually makes a pretty damn good difference. The bike still looks mint. You barely notice it, but your pride and joy, I mean, this is a $15,000 mountain bike with the wireless SRAM shifter and the dropper post as well, and some upgrades in the fork and the coil. Beautiful mountain bike, very expensive. You don't want to batter it out on the trail or getting your shuttle rash if you're loading it in and out of vehicles, which is probably the most common place that marks come from, is actually transporting the bike, not riding the bike. So for a really good little hack, these are cheap. I can't even remember how much. It's like $6 or $8 a roll. One roll will cover most of the bike pretty well. You can do the fork, you can do the triangle, you can armor up the frame. Depends on your frame and whether you want to double up or not. But a good, quick, cheap, easy way to armor up the bike. The reason we use this instead of, we have tried commercial Frame Armour before, but we find it comes unstuck a little bit, and then of course when it gets damaged you need to be swapping it out, and the commercial Frame Armour is quite expensive. It's a little bit thicker, but if you're swapping and changing it every couple of months, it's too expensive to be layering that on the bike. We find the bikes get beat around a bit, so the tape is a really good and excellent option to protect the bike for good value, and it only takes a little while to put on. So I hope that's helped, and if you want to give one of these wicked rigs a go, we've got a bunch of Specialized dual suspension bikes, a few top end ones like the Kenevo, the Levo Expert, we've got the Levo Comp back here, we've got the Rocky Mountain, we've got some hardtails and some urban bikes and all sorts of things. Check out the website, links below. You can hire these bikes in Western Australia. Booking is by appointment. We're not always here at the workshop servicing bikes. Sometimes we're out riding or out flying, because we've also got electric aircraft that we hire and interviews with training schools in Western Australia. Check that out as well, link also below. Hope this helped you, and hope to see you here for a ride one day. I've been Korum E, you've been amazing. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I want to see you here again on the channel soon.